Hello there. Welcome back to another stream with Red Deer. My name is Red Deer. All right. So, yes. Here again. Today. Cape. Pass. One thing. Finish pass. Today. Yes. Zero build. Me no like. Build. Build for sweaty babies. Like melee players. I was never any good at melee. I played Dr. Mario. I was never any good at any Smash game at all. I could do decent. I played Dr. Mario. Only so much you can do with Doc. I just liked him better. Because you get Dr. Mario before you get Luigi in Melee, so I played a lot more Dr. Mario. By the time you get Luigi, you'd have so much time on Dr. By the time I got Luigi in Melee, I had so much time with Dr. Mario that Luigi felt strange. So I just never made the switch. Luigi's so much better. Neither of them are meta. You got your Foxes, you got your Falcos. But I could never play them. I just didn't have the technical technical know-how. Didn't have the frame data knowledge. I didn't have the adroitness. Didn't have the dexterity. And my brain doesn't really think. Even then, my brain didn't think that fast. Is that a cat? Oh, yeah, that's a cat. Oh, funky. That's a gray balloon. My cape's all twisted and warbly. Ooh. Oh my god. Somebody got the TIE fighter immediately. So I gotta hang out here for a bit. Did they add gold accents to the DL44? Am I just... Or has it always been there and I'm just now noticing? This particular blaster was used by Han Solo. And while it was the sidearm of choice for many of the rebels during the Galactic Civil War era, Han's was modified. I don't know what exactly he did to make his different from what everyone else used. I just know that Luke had one too, but it wasn't the same as Han's. What exactly that difference was, I don't know. I just know that there was a difference. I got lucky. Okay, so you probably already know, if you've been following Fortnite a while, So there is a Darth Vader somewhere on the island that you can befriend and you can talk to him. Like actually talk to him. His voice is powered by an AI. The voice is a voice bank created using James Earl Jones's own voice. Now, he gave Disney his blessing to create an AI voice bank using his voice before he died. And Epic has properly compensated his family for the use of his voice bank in this game. It is a role that only an AI could possibly fulfill. A real actor cannot possibly fulfill this role. It's not possible. You cannot record enough voice lines for it to be as in-depth and as rigorous as it is here. Don't mess with me. So it's a little... I think in this particular instance, it's perfectly fine. Because it's simply a role a real human being cannot possibly fill. And because the actor gave his blessing, and his family is properly compensated, and they're completely okay with this, because you know he's dead, or James Earl Jones has passed away. I think this particular instance is fine. So now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes. Let me tell you something. It's because AI and voice acting and VTubing, they all go hand in hand. AI threatens creativity, but that doesn't necessarily mean it cannot be used as a tool. And there are some things, in this case, for instance, that only an AI can fulfill. Such as, talk to me, Darth Vader. That we got going on here. He's saying really stupid things, saying curse words, performing cringe roleplay scenarios, calling people racial slurs, all that jazz. But that's not the point. I hope they don't do it again. But here he is. Now, as you're aware, SAG-AFTRA, Fortnite is a union job for SAG-AFTRA. They said that part of their agreement, Epic needs to inform them that AI is in use. But the clause dictates that they only need to form some kind of agreement if if AI is going to be used to replace a human actor's role. Well, a human can't fulfill this role. So things get a little tricky. Given SAG-AFTRA's reputation, though, I think it's less about protecting humans and more about making sure they get their cut of the money. Kind of had me at a disadvantage there. Nothing I could have done. Oh, kind of struck me as the kind of jerk off who tried to chase. But I guess not. I don't know, it's a lot more nuanced and complicated than one may perceive. And then here's another thing too. Epic has built a reputation of feeling as though they don't have to pay fees. Like originally, from what I understand, Fortnite was supposed to be on Steam. And then Steam said, all right, we'll have our 30% store fee, and we're going to release this game onto Steam. And then Epic's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But it's us. We don't have to pay a fee. And then Steam's like, well, yes. Yes, you do. 30% of all profits that you make on our platform, it goes to us. That seems fair. Everybody does it. And Fortnite's like, no, no, no. We don't have to. We're us. Which side do you think you'll be on? Okay, so now I'll actually use this side. No fun when they fight back, huh? There you are. Grimy bastard. Probably ran away. Nope, he's right there. I don't think he's gone. All right. Cool. Oh, I didn't think it was that expensive. Oh, yes. Cool. I don't know. I think it's more SAG wanting to make sure they get their cut of the money. But then that's an agreement that SAG has with Epic. But then it's not with Disney. Oh, yeah. I'm the real Stormtrooper. I'm an Imperial Stormtrooper. These guys are the real deal. I don't know. I'll leave any further analysis to someone a lot more knowledgeable and actually in the industry. I've only ever done small-time indie work. Not always paid. Whoa. There you are. Oh, I got stuck on a fucking tree. Fuck. Am I okay with AI? No. Am I okay with AI being used to replace human voice actors? Hell no. Am I okay with proper use of AI? Yeah. How would you rate the technical performance? Oh, God. I ran into some issues. Did any of the following performance issues occur during the game? Gameplay. Animation appears choppy. Game freezes randomly. Were they testing me? Did they purposefully make my game weird to see if I would notice? Is it the cape? It's a cool cape. Does funny things, but I'm singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Excuse me. Execute Order 66. Commander Cody. I could play as a clone. Coruscant Recon. Ooh, maybe I'll be 212th. No, I gotta be 501st. Or Ahsoka's. I know this one had a name, but I don't remember what it was. 314th? 214th? I think it was some recon battalion. I don't remember. 501st with nothing on my back. No, I'll do the clone. Execute Order 66. It will be done, my lord. I need cover fire. Watch those wrist rockets. Watch those wrist Watch those wrist Watch those wrist rockets. Where are you going, soldier? Where are you going, soldier? A command post has been lost, but not the battle. Oh, it's links. Spank. Pizza. Join me. Yeah! Master Chief. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. I love interactions like that. Let's go. Oh, I still have Grievous's thing. Oh, well. We'll just say I stole it and we'll call it even. From what I understand, this can mean one of three things. 1, you stole it. 2, you stole it. Or 3, you stole it! You stole it! Oh, yep. How do you drink with a... How do you drink? This helmet on. Oh yeah. Weapon of choice for... Oh! Sorry, Aura. Just wasn't your day. Yep. Now this feels right. Hello, Rudy, hello. How are you? Oi. Rude. I was watching this. How are you? Good, I hope. Jazz Jackrabbit. I don't know, this pretty good, although I still have to deal with some leeches. I guess having I'm tired or I sleep early now excuse is the best I can come up with. Nice. Well, you know, you gotta do what you can to get out of unwanted social interactions. Yeah. There's just some people out there you just don't want to be around with. You don't want to be around anymore. Oh-ho. Mushroom. Yeah. This is not how you launder money, by the way. You don't put it in the washer. Cool. And he's gone. I'm gonna go this way. Something fishy. Oops. I don't know, that Crime City's pretty lame. I don't know what it's trying to be. Cyberpunk? Grungy? Noir? Tech noir? Hello. Bam! Such rudeness. Just like the simulations. I recently stumbled upon a video about Tiger is just a big cat explaining how cute and cuddly material they are with calm music and cute voice. I don't know if it's misleading or something. Tigers are dangerous. You should not cuddle with a tiger unless he's at a zoo and he's old and there's a trainer nearby. And even then, you should be very careful. Yes, tigers are big cats. They're very soft and plushy. Yes, they purr when you pet them, but they are dangerous and not to be taken lightly. Now, TIE fighters are not as loud as I thought they would be. He's not going this way. Whee! Whoa! Yeah, that's pretty bad, actually. Talk about one of the videos that goes, the baby bear is cute. Some people even take them home as a pet. Dude, if you find a baby bear in the road, you're dead. Yeah, because Mama's nearby. And Mama is very, very protective. The only thing that's going to protect you is some bear spray or a gun. Like a real gun. The best gun to use is the one you know how to shoot. And even then, that might not be enough. Stay away. Stay away from baby bears especially. Is that the Miku mobile? Holy shit. Miku wheels. Oh, it's a Miku Hitachi car. Jeez. I didn't know this was in the game. Oh. Well, it's mine now. And it even has the Miku blaster. Oh my god. If I had the spare V-Bucks, I think I'd buy this too. The wheel cap's not spinning. Don't worry about it. They're not supposed to. They're fixed in place. Totally. Get in, loser. Such rudeness. Lame. Alright, I gotta hurry up. I lost my Miku car. I sense a great step. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to powers some may consider unnatural. some may consider to be unnatural. There's only one really I guess that guy was just learning the Force from Palpatine. That guy! That's Darth Sidious. He used Force lightning to disable my vehicle. Ugh. Can't talk that way, I'm sorry. Can't do the Fortnite guys like, oh my god, guys, look, it's a little wire. It makes me go so fast. Wow, wonder if I jump, if I'll survive from that height. Whoa, bros, I got a little bit of a thing. Whoa, that was so scary. It's like, dude, shut up. Just stop. Sorry. Hot wire cannon. Oh. Okay, that actually was pretty cool. Oh, I finished the battle pass. Why do I feel like that narration sound like that A Quibble Cop? That is exactly who I was channeling. It's like, wow! And he starts every video with, wow! And he just reads the AI prompt. I really don't understand what that guy was thinking. He probably thought he could get away with it. That he was just so much smarter than everyone else. Or that nobody would be able to tell that it was AI. Now nobody watches his content. Oh, yep. Yep. I'm afraid my weapon is fully operational. Ah, crap. Ah! Ah! Power! Unlimited power! Oh. Just like that, I've completed the battle pass. There is no more reason to play Fortnite. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because it's a lot of fun and I don't think I can put it down. General Grievous. You're shorter than I expected. He's got chicken legs. His face is fully modeled and everything, but you can't see it. There's very little left of him. Just his organs and maybe some parts of his face. But everything else is cybernetic. Jeez. Oh God. That looks terrible. Kind of reminds me of RoboCop, where the only organ the RoboCop has is his eyes, brain and lungs. And his face. That's about it. And even then, with his brain, he doesn't have full control of it. At least in the remake. The crappy remake. They can basically manipulate his thoughts, his logic, and his serotonin levels. And his endorphin, and his dopamine, everything. It's pretty brutal. Should have been rated R. But no, they wanted to make it PG-13 for broader appeal. Alright, this one. Or maybe I'll go without a cape at all. Without anything at all. This. Today's best sellers. Oh yeah, Master Chief. Oh, drop D. Interesting. Right. Yeah, they resurrected RoboCop. Against his will. For the company's benefit. I guess RoboCop's supposed to be rated R, maybe because of the popularity the animated show attracted kids to watch the movies. Kids should not be watching those movies. That's the thing. I remember in the original RoboCop, the first one, they showcased a series of failed RoboCop experiments where there was one guy where he walked in, I think first he takes off his mask and it reveals like a skull. Just a skull with wires going into the head, and he collapses. And then there was one that walks in, he takes his gun, he shoots two scientists. No, he shoots a scientist, a politician, and then he shoots himself. Ugh. And I remember in the second RoboCop, they turned a prisoner into a superior Eddie model. But the tragedy about the Eddie model was the framework was a heroin addict. So they were able to, RoboCop was able to stop him because that robot was still addicted to heroin. Or whatever the in-universe equivalent was. And then there was a third one, but nobody talks about the third one. It didn't even have the original actor. Uh-oh. I'll grab this. And I'm out of here. Whoa! Ho ho! Stunt driving. There's always somebody who lands right on the train. Excuse me, sir. Rude. Probably get out of here. Oh, come on, Terry, get out of there! A Jeep reminds me of the last camp trip. Ooh, the best, most American all-terrain vehicles. Made in Italy. I think. Yeah, how did the trip go? If you don't mind the details. Oh wait, you've already talked about that. It went really well. Mace. I'm gonna be honest. I think Darth Sidious's force power is the most versatile. I'll leave him to his fate. Oh, he died. I'm not a fan of this one. There we go. That's the same thing. That's the same silhouette as the other one. The DC-15 or whatever it's called. So unexpectedly, there's heavy rain in the way. Oh, that makes sense. In the way to get to the site. Fortunately, I use a motorcycle. My vision was blue because there's water in my glasses. Yet I have to follow a Jeep. Oh, blurry, blurry, blurry. Yeah. There's a dude down there. Probably shouldn't pursue. Alright, I'm gonna go after the crown. Godspeed. Probably gonna meet somebody else there. Sounds dangerous. Did you survive? Oh, it's on the roof. Bingo. Ew. There we go. Excuse me. I lost a banana. A blue banana. He's upset I took the crown. He was probably using it as bait. It's probably his crown. He was using it as bait, realized it was taking a while, decided to do some shopping, and then I came in and yoinked it, and he was like, oh, crap. And he moved in, he didn't have any kind of plan. It's like a dog chasing a car. Doesn't know what he's gonna do if he ever caught one. Homeless place. Well, of course you can't kill them. This is a children's game after all. We don't kill. I have no idea what's in your friend's mind. What's in your friend's mind? He speeds up and goes wild with the Jeep in the mountain way. Have to catch up with his speed while watching for a hole or deep puddle. Kind of fun, but dangerous. Oof. Ugh. Yeah, that does sound really dangerous. Well, it's a good thing you remembered your helmet. Deadpool? Sorry, Deadpool. Got stuck with the crappy gun. Well, this gun, if you miss, you're screwed. Especially if it's the only gun you have. Yep. So was the campsite that far away from where you live? Whoa. 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 Shh. Come on. This dinky little thing? That's what stopped me? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. How do I always end up back in this town? Oh man, how do I get out of here? There we go. Talking about gun, I wonder why stormtroopers have poor aim while they hold their weapon right, while Han Solo never misses even though he hip fires a pistol. That is because Han Solo is a gunslinger. And the stormtroopers, they are not properly trained. They're there to be intimidating. They're not very effective soldiers. Yay, Chewie! Oh, wrong gun. There you go. Somebody else up there too. Toss that. Damn it. Oh yeah, because the Emperor changed the clone with regular humans. Yes, because they were, I think they destroyed the lab on Camino. Well, I don't know if this is in Disney canon, but I remember in Legends, what happened was Camino refused to produce any more clones for the Empire because the Empire was threatening their sovereignty. And so the Kaminoans generate their own army, their own clone army. And the Empire, with Darth Vader's 501st Legion, destroys Camino, and so there can be no more clones. But I believe in the Disney canon, what happens is the Empire says, yeah, we don't need clones anymore. They're too expensive. It's cheaper to have regular old hicks. Regular old dudes and chicks and stuff. So they enlist a whole bunch of people. And it's probably more effective to control people in the galaxy if they know they have friends and family in the, dressed as Imperial soldiers. And so they just kind of suck. They're regular old dudes. They don't receive a whole lot of training. Their suits are cool. They get fed 3 times a day. And they get to go out on adventures. Woo! Then they ruin their knees and they don't get proper benefits. I think that's how it goes anyway. I'm not really sure. Stormtrooper Samurai. Very cool. Chewie. You know what I think is interesting? Is how they've had the prequel trilogy stuff. And they've had the original trilogy stuff. But they haven't had any of the sequel trilogy stuff at all. And I think it's best they keep it that way. Oh, and then the First Order, they did something in between. But they only really talked about, well, in terms of how they recruited their soldiers, but they only really talked about it in the first movie. And it was probably retconned later. But the Imperial Stormtroopers, at least with Finn, they were children who were kidnapped and raised to be soldiers. Because the First Order was more eviler and more technologically superior. And bigger. And scarier. Reminds me of a short about Darth Sidious that says execute Order 66, but the trooper had no idea what it is and he faked a signal jam. The chip it wasn't functioning. He didn't know what that was. Now that's funny. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. I don't want anything on my back this time. There were some clones that disobeyed Order 66. And it had something to do with a chip that was put in their brains so that the Emperor could control them all. All that jazz. That's such rudeness. Such rudeness. Do 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 do. Oh. Yeah, I gotta look for that shirt. There's a lot of Star Wars shirts. I remember there was also one by Robot Chicken. They actually got D. Bradley Baker, who voices all the Clone Troopers in Star Wars. I think they were talking about... What were they talking about? Oh, I think they were talking about the, how old they were. Oh, come on now. Ah, whip too hard on the to the right. Eh. Yeah, that'll do. Oh yeah, they were talking about age and the weirdness, and I think they also went on to like, they said, so if two clones were to jerk each other off, would that be technically masturbation? That was what I remembered. And then they went on to say that if there were two consenting adults doing whatever they wanted to together, for as long as they were both adults and consenting, then it didn't matter what they did or who they were. I mean, they're like the same person, so baby, technically, yeah. All right, fine. I'll pick up the stupid first order blaster. Yeah, they're like the same dude. Times 150 million or however many there were. I also remember SNL making like the documentary video about Kylo Ren. Oh yeah, the undercover boss. What was it called? The radar technician? John the radar technician, something like that. That was funny. They had a picture of Kylo Ren. So I think he's swole. It's like, I don't know, man. I think he's a whiny baby. So his lightsaber looks like a child. And it's like a child made it, and he gets the lightsaber. So does this look like, don't you think this looks cool? I'm here now. Hey, Coconut, how's it going? We were talking about SNL's Kylo Ren thing and Star Wars shorts and Robot Chicken. And that Robot Chicken skit with the clones with D. Bradley Baker, who's the voice of all the clones. An undercover boss with Kylo Ren. And it actually had Adam Driver. Mr. Good Soup himself. I'm not messing with that. Oh! But how are you, Coconut? Said mantle. What am I mantling? What? Okay, just keep going. I have 10 drawings of Alan, the alien from Invincible. So fun to draw. Nice. I'm more partial to Nemia, personally. She presents a unique challenge. Because I've never drawn fangs before. So getting the mouth right and accommodating fangs. Its own host of challenges. Ugh, fine, I'll pick it. The damn thing. I don't like this thing. Well, it's not that I don't like this particular blaster. It's what it reminds me of that I don't like. It reminds me of the sequels. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Back to the drawing thing. I'm a little bit afraid to draw Fortnite anything. Because I don't know what their community is like when it comes to art. Because with Hollow Live, that was one thing. Pretty much always positive. But for Fortnite, I'm not sure. I don't know what kind of person looks at Fortnite art. Favorite Star Wars character? That's Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's part of the reason why whenever I start a stream, I say hello there. It's a prequel meme. He also says that in the original trilogy, but it's not as... No, it's just as memorable, but not as funny. But it is still iconic. I know, I really liked him in Clone Wars, too. He was sassy, sarcastic. He was also really cool. I just thought he was neat. Yeah, just neat. What are your guys' favorites? Jar Jar? Ooh. Oh, I thought he was gonna jump. Jar Jar, huh? I think he got too much hate. I think he just came at it around a time where everyone was expecting a very certain type of Star Wars. They were expecting more of what they got and what everybody grew up with, and up until The Phantom Menace came out. And, well, people just wanted something to get angry at. Something to funnel their frustration. Because in reality, they were more disappointed and let down that Star Wars turned out the way it did. And Jar Jar was only part of the problem. Personally, I don't like Jar Jar, but I don't hate him. You love Jar Jar. Well, certainly not accounting for taste, are we? No, I'm kidding. Perfectly fine if you like him. But love him? Hey, don't ignore me. Oh, for the love of Christ. See him. Opportunistic bastard. Oh, come on, dude. Mrs. Deere was pretty up today with some early morning munching. Ah! Jaja! You said a boomba! What? Mister no have a boomba! Here, taking this one! You so no thinking you so better than the Gungans? Missa like. Mr. thinking we saw big friends. It's just so clear that the Gungans were supposed to be the stupid people talk funny. They were basically supposed to be the jester, the designated people to be the comedic relief. Everyone was supposed to be like straight-laced, serious. And then Jar Jar would come in and like, oh, Mr. Get them his, oh no, Mr. Get my dick stuck in a ventilator. Ooh, ah. I just got a Jar Jar Lego set yesterday. My brother got Darth Maul. Nice. Star Wars Legos are always nice, especially the prequels. The prequels were good. They weren't great. They were good. They had a whole host of problems. And they could have been a whole lot better. Especially the dialogue. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating. And it gets everywhere. It's like the sand he grew up in was very, very different from the sand Padme was around. She was... The Lego Star Wars games were peak. Yeah, I love the Star Wars games. I liked it better when they didn't talk. I'm gonna be honest here. I liked it a lot better when they didn't talk. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin, Ahsoka, Darth Maul, Vader, Palpatine, Fennec. I feel like Fennec wasn't used properly. She was kind of in the same boat as Boba. He had this cool badass in lore. And then when you actually put them on screen, outside of the Clone Wars, of course, because she was pretty cool in the Clone Wars. But in the show, she just kind of did what Boba did. Nothing. Boba milk tea. Oh yeah, Boba. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Boba Blink. Coffin cooler. Perfect. Perfect. There it is. A Boba Fett's starship. This... Boba. Boba. Oh, here it is. Boba snack. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this, chat. We're doing this. Yeah, the Lego Star Wars games were peak. I liked it when they didn't talk. They were funny. Too scared to put slave one. Yeah, that's for real. It's like, it's problematic to have the word slave. Like, I get it, but I don't agree with it. That's a little too, that's too much. Everyone already knows what it's called, and they know what it means. Our luck has been increased with plus boba. We've achieved bobaception. Boba, drinking boba on tapioca. On big boba. Master Chief. I am Boba Fett. Like a panther. I'm gonna ride this tapioca like a panther. We're gonna clear the way. I've got some bounties I need to hunt. It's gonna be cool if Master Chief does some cooking. That would have been funny. Because there is a cooking emote that's not in the shop right now. But there's like the guy's just flipping burgers. Master Chef. Oh. I'm gonna try landing here. Just go full auto. There we go. Can't believe they're making a Mandalorian movie instead of a season 4. It was inevitable. Kathleen Kennedy is desperate for a W. She needs a win for her legacy. What the? Yep. 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 The people want more. They need more. Oh, yeah. The people want more. More. Baby Yoda. High ground nuts Sith specialist. High ground. It was so over. Because I had... Well, he had the high ground. But then I took away the high ground. What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Oh, yeah. Ugh. And the theming's all over the place. You have a crime city. You have Little Japan. And it's Star Wars. This doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem like it makes any sense. But then again, that's kind of how a little kid would have his stuff, his toys. I guess at the end of the day, this is more like a toy box. This game's like a toy box than anything real. Fortnite is mixing everything into a mystery meat of a game. Yeah, as long as it sticks with the Battle Royale stuff. It doesn't really try to be everything. I think we could have something pretty solid. There's someone over there who thinks he can get the jump on me. Is that an opponent? Or a delivery boy? Sorry, that's toxic. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back over here because I heard some Japanese. It's coming from this. Kappa Kappa Pickle. Guess there are only 2 Battle Royale games left now, unless someone releases Anime Battle Royale. Fortnite's become Anime Battle Royale. Because they have anime skins. I don't know what the heck they were doing with Call of Duty. And I don't know enough about PUBG to make a comment. Astrolab. Astrolab Games. No, wait, no, they're not making Battle Royale. Never mind. Never mind. They made Rally. What are they called? The guys who made that old school Rally game I played a couple of weeks, a couple of months back. They don't make Battle Royale. They make retro games. Oh, please. Okay. Okay. Holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy. Hold on. Oh! I pushed the wrong button. Oh, crap. Oh, as far as I know, PUBG now has more game modes like Tarkov, because they somehow have to survive. Yeah, you gotta adaptation is the name of the game. Yeah, gotta do what the consumer wants. What the consumer expects. PUBG used to be like #1. But then I remember back in the day they tried to sue Fortnite for copying their idea. They wanted to claim that they invented Battle Royale somehow. But what was funny was that PUBG was on, it uses the Unreal Engine, which Epic Games created and designed and distributed and sold. Well, they didn't sell. PUBG's developers purchased a license to use it. I don't think that case went anywhere. Maybe it was just some kind of sad move to try and remind people that PUBG was still a thing. Oy. Another. Again. Again! Oh, there's a little scrunchie at the end. Yeah, there's one of Nemia's scrunchies at the pommel of the base of the spike bat. Damn it, I broke it. You gotta do what you can. But then you can't just blatantly copy something, and it's gotta make sense in your universe. I don't think the whole Nicki Minaj thing in Call of Duty went over very well. I mean, invented is too far because PUBG was inspired by Arma E Battle Royale mod. It's gonna be cool if they act like Valve, who literally makes Dota 2 from Warcraft mod. Oh God, we're Dougieing. Oh my God, he's teaching me how to Dougie. Oh my God. Yo, this guy is the man. That guy is the man. He has all the synced emotes. Oh, when's Boba Fett coming back to the shop? I know I have him, but I want more people to have him. It's Star Wars. Why are there so few Star Wars stuff in the shop? It doesn't make any sense. They released Mace Windu on Goku Day. And then they released Goku on Star Wars Day. Oh, I love it. There was a dude falling. Yeah, and Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty was based off of a Quake mod. There are a lot of shooting games that are based off of Quake mods. And if I'm not mistaken, the creator of Quake loved the modding community so much, he released the source code for the original Quake so that people could continue making Quake mods. And then Quake was basically designed to be a tech demo for the original Unreal Tournament. I mean, the Unreal Tournament was the tech demo for the Unreal Engine. Made by the small upstart at the time known as Epic Games. Ho ho. Okay, so how far can I launch? Oh, just over there. I missed where they landed, so I need to do it again. All right, right here. Try to aim at... Whoops. Imagine if it hits someone. That'd be so funny. If I was just fooling around testing and then it kills somebody, it's like, oops, sorry, pal. So the cars were launched over there. All right, so I'm going to aim at the tree. Okay. That's actually pretty far. Oi. Damn it. Man, this thing peaks. Just sorry. There we go. This doesn't help. That doesn't help. This helps. What about this? Hey, how's it going? I was close. This guy better at jumping than Anakin. Yeah. Yeah, but I was the one that got cut in half. Alright, I can resist it no longer. This is the crappy TV show Obi-Wan. Never mind. He wasn't cool until the end. That's too long to wait for somebody to pop off. And then again, Boba. What? Boba was pretty lame in that show, but I still use him right here. Alright, still Obi-Wan. Oh, but Boba! It's funny. But it hasn't been working, so we gotta try something else. Perfect. Don't worry. Emoting is my speciality. Don't worry, Chancellor. Cranking 90s is our speciality. He has a gun on his back. So uncivilized. Oh. So now we wait. Yeah, it's Obi-Wan. Still Obi-Wan. Mysterio. Oh, that goes really good with the background. I made the background purple. Is this Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan show? Yes. This is the only Obi-Wan that ever used a blaster. At least that's the way I justify it in my head as to why there's no... You know, General Grievous is a joke villain now? 2003 Clone Wars? Yes, he was terrifying. He was terrifying in the 2D Clone Wars. He actually killed. But then now, he just kind of goes in and is like, ah, 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 ah. And then he faces a mild inconvenience and then runs away. Time to abandon ship. This is so stupid. Obi-Wan Kenobi with Stormbreaker. 45 ACP is my speciality. The bold one. He is a bold one. Oh, and then he stole Grievous's ship when he killed him. So uncivilized. Yes. Oh, hold on. I used to watch Battlefront 2 YouTubers who always reference speciality when using Obi-Wan. Not to worry, Chancellor. Thermal imploders are our speciality. Rest in peace, Shah-Gi, the first Jedi he killed on screen in the 2003 Clone Wars. Yes! That was before. That was the universe where Shaggy was unable to unleash even 1% of his power. I'm not fucking with this. I'm not fucking with that guy. Nope. I do remember in EA's Battlefront 2, they added Obi-Wan. And then when he's just running through a crowd using his dash ability, or one of his moves, he just says, "Oh, don't mind me." And when he's surrounded, he says, "Perhaps I've misjudged the situation." Ew! Ew! Disgusting. We could do this forever. Damn it. Damn. I bet you that Cybertruck was his. Loser. Loser. And I think the creators confirmed that Shaggy was based on Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He even looked like him. He was a Padawan, though. I think I'll play as Obi-Wan. Alright, Anakin. There it is. It's the same, but yellow. This is where the fun begins. Shaggy with a better diet. Didn't have a stoner diet. Didn't have the munchies. Let's see here. I played Battlefront 2 a few times. For some reason, I loved battle droids at the time. The B1 battle droids. I can't remember why, but you could play as them in certain game modes. Oh yeah, watch those wrist rockets! Now, I will give EA's Battlefront 2 props. After they launched, they really did improve the game. They really captured the essence of every era perfectly. Like, for example, the Clone Wars, when you were the clones and the droids, it felt like you were playing an episode of Clone Wars. Both the serious and the silly. And then when you were playing the Galactic Civil War from the original trilogy, you really did feel like you were trying to surpass unbeatable odds. If you were the rebels, or you were trying to squash a rebellion that admittedly might have the upper hand on you if you were the Empire. And then when you got to the sequel trilogy era, you really didn't know what the heck you were supposed to be even doing there. And you were lost. And all the generals cheering you on, they said such generic Hollywood-style lines, and you kind of felt secondhand embarrassment because that was really the best that guy could come up with. All right. Enough bashing the sequels. But they were able to make every era distinct. And that was really nice. They didn't feel samey at all. All the way down to the era correct music. guess the system of being the foot soldier and able to collect points to be hero in the EA Battlefront was pretty cool. It was. It wasn't just randomly assigned like it was in the original. I remember drawing a battle droid. Oh, hold on. I think somebody's coming. Okay, there we go. Never mind. A battle droid with a cloak, and he was using the Force lightning. I wanted to make a story of how a B1 battle droid somehow got the Force and became a Sith Lord. Well, now that's cool. That does sound like a really cool concept. However, I must tell you one thing to take into consideration. There was a very important reason why Darth Vader was not able to use Force lightning. It was because it shorted out his iron lung and his electrical components. So he was never able to actually use Force lightning. Hello there. Waiting for the perfect shot. And that shot never came. I just started blasting. Whoa. Come here, you bastard. Can't do that forever. Oh, the time. Ah, the cooldown. Some battle droids that got the piece of their heads removed that limited their minds, and one of them joined the Jedi. That is a pretty cool story. I don't know how the Force works. Could only organics use the Force? Was that why General Grievous could not use the Force? Or was it just because he never had the potential? Because I know they also have the whole thing about midichlorians. Or did they do away with that? So could a droid? Yeah, you could just make it so that the droid could use the Force. I don't know. I didn't know anything about the Force when I drew JT. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You'd have to, I don't know. You'd have to establish how he was able to use it. I don't think he can't. Because I think he should be able to. A droid should be able to if they put their... Oh, it. I thought you called him JT. That's a cool name for a droid. Kind of like the FN 2187. FN becomes Finn. One of the few high notes of the sequels. Finn and Poe's dynamic in the first movie. I'm looking at the time. Let's have chores to do. It's getting hot. I have to put up a new... What's it called? It's like a clothesline outside, but it's not a clothesline. It's like an umbrella. They call it a rotating dryer. So you hang towels and clothes on it and stuff. I need to stick it into the ground. It's supposed to save us some power. I mean, some money on the power bill this summer. Because we're always drying towels in the house. So if we can just put them outside and have them dry in the sun instead, we might be able to save a whole bunch of money. And our dryer also generates a lot of heat. So it might be better if we can give it a rest. Yeah, I have to do that. I hate leaving on that note, but because of that, how janky that last match went. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. I very much appreciate it. This might be the last time I stream Fortnite this month, because I've gotten everything in the battle pass. I'm gonna be honest, a little Star Wars stuff, it's gotten a little stale for me. The blasters are still a lot of fun, it's just the everything else. It's gotten a little stale. They haven't really added any more Star Wars equipment or blasters, anything like that. The TIE fighters and X-Wings are very annoying to deal with once somebody gets in one. They feel a little clunky when you actually are in one, and they just make me feel gross when I use it. Force abilities are nice. Yeah, that's about it. I had fun. It's just, yeah, no complaints really. Well, not very many complaints. I'm just kind of done for now. I want to play something else. I think Friday night I'm going to be playing a Nier Automata. I'm going to pick that game back up. Or maybe something else. I don't know. I feel like the new season was a bit too hyped, just like Big Deal. It's Star Wars. You can't not hype it. They got to hype it. That's how you do it. Otherwise, nobody's going to care. So then you get everybody to come in. It's like, oh, I remember Star Wars. Everybody has their favorite. And then you get in, you play as much as you want to. But I will admit, yeah, there's just not a whole lot to it. It's only a month long, but it feels like a drag. Because you needed a whole bunch of experience. You needed to level up 30 times to get all of the Grievous stuff. And previous progression didn't count, which was ridiculous. And then you have the highlight of the season, Darth Jar Jar. But you had this XP experience, this experience thing. And then he doesn't even come with his back bling. You gotta get 1.28 million experience for the chance to buy him. That's just stupid. Not only that, but then Jar Jar, regular Jar Jar Binks is separate. They should have been together. That's just greedy. It's disgusting. Yeah. And the way they changed crew, I don't like it. You don't get the battle pass anymore. It used to be that if you bought the battle pass, if you bought crew, Fortnite crew, you got 1,000 V-Bucks and the battle pass. And then if you let crew expire, that was fine. You kept that season's battle pass. Now, you only have the season's battle pass for as long as you are part of crew. As soon as you let crew expire, you don't have the battle pass anymore. They still refund you if you bought it prior. So if you buy the battle pass for 1,000, it's not 950 anymore. And then you get the battle pass. Then you get crew, then you get 2,000 V-Bucks back. But then you got to use 1,000 to buy the battle pass if you don't want to renew your crew, but you still want the battle pass. Yucky. And then battle passes sometimes last like 3 months. And then they took a survey. It's like, how long do you want the battle pass to last? They probably had a problem with people rushing everything in 1 month. And then they just stopped playing after because they burned themselves out, rushing the battle pass in a single month. Because they don't want to have to keep paying for crew. Ugh. What a mess. It was perfect the way it was before. I just don't understand. It's like, oh, we're only making hundreds of millions of dollars. We need to be making hundreds of millions of dollars. All right, rant over. Please, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you liked what you saw, hit the bell icon, enter the YouTube RNG to see if you've entered it for a chance to win one notification. Because YouTube doesn't like doing that sometimes. My mods who are here every stream have the bell notification. They don't receive the notification when I go live. Alrighty, have a great one, everybody. Be seeing you. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye.